What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hope you like this video. This is going to be your review for Basketball Wives Season 6, Episode 8. So look, this was the filler episode, so we're going to get through this real quick. Let me go on and knock Shaunie on out the way. We start off with Shaunie in her new business venture. She's getting into real estate. You know, they're building this new stadium in the Inglewood area. I believe it's the Clippers' new stadium. And she said, you know, with anything like that, here comes the housing boom. And so she's starting off. She's got a condo that she's renovating. She's going to rent it out. She wants to expand it. She said, hey, and Warren Buffett said the same thing. Multi-millionaires have at least 7 streams of income. You can't rely on one stream of income, baby. And so this is her business venture. She said the weed thing is doing really well. She said it didn't go nowhere. She's partnered up with a company. They've got 3, I think she said 3 grow places where they're growing the weed, or 3 just it's working. She said she's making some money, it's doing very well. So now she's moving on to the next thing. She said that, Sharif is doing a lot better with his health and everything. She's got the oldest son with her. He said Sharif been working out in the bedroom. You know, they live together. Which is, of course, something a mama don't never want to hear about her child or need to hear about her child. But anyway, but I love their relationship, though. They have a great relationship. Later on in the episode, we see he got cleared through his stress test, so now he has to start working out. We're talking about Sharif. He has to slowly start bringing football. Lord, I was going to say football. See what's on my mind? Slowly start bringing basketball um back into his regimen. And so we see him go to one of these little high-tech workout places where they got him hooked up to all these different machines and stuff so they can monitor the heart and make sure he's not overdoing it, make sure he's not doing too much or whatever. um then later on in the episode, at the end, we see them going out to dinner as a family to just celebrate him passing his stress test and him being able to play basketball again. And she keeps talking about how great her and Shaq's relationship is these days, how far they've come, and how a lot of it really came down to what they went through with Sharif's health scare, bringing them back together, that they're better co-parents. And I'm going to say this. You can definitely see that they're in a better place, because now I haven't watched Basketball Wives throughout this whole thing, but I do remember reading how Shaq went to court so that the kids wouldn't be on, and it was very contentious. I know last year they couldn't even say his name when they were talking about Shaunie's ex. We had to just assume they were talking about Shaquille O'Neal. Now he's on the show. Like, he did a whole scene with them. He came up, he pulled up at the restaurant they were having dinner at his new restaurant in LA. And he did a whole scene with him. He even played into the camera a few times. He flirted with Shaunie. Now, Shaunie said that he don't mean it. I think he do. I think he want that old thing back. I ain't lying. I think he do. And a lot of times that happens with guys. They realize they play around, they go out here, they play around some more, and they realize that what's out there ain't better than what they had. They're older now. Probably respects his, she was telling him about all her businesses and stuff. He respects her as a businesswoman. I think he do. I don't think he was playing. I think he want that old thing back. And if she would take him, mm-hmm, I think so. But anyway, so I got them out the way. All right, cool. Now Tami. At the beginning, I was like, Tami, stop playing. But then once Tami kept explaining, I said, okay, I see what she's doing. Tammy's saying she want to get into rap. They got Yo-Yo on here. Now, let me tell you about Miss Yo-Yo. You better collect them checks. Because, she on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, too. Not as a full-fledged member or nothing like that. But she on screen. She getting a check, I guess. I guess she getting a check. But if nothing else, her name is out there. We know who Yo-Yo is, but the younger generation don't know who Yo-Yo is. But Tami is, saying that she's got this alter ego. She wants to get back into to music. A lot of people don't know that Tami, early on in her career, was actually in a music group that they were signed to a record label. But just like a lot of girl groups, it sort of disintegrated before they were able to kind of get to anything. So we see her kind of working with Yo-Yo trying to teach her how to dance. And then later on, we see her working with Malaysia. Now, when she was with Malaysia, she sort of explained a little bit more. She said, look, I'm an actress. I think she calling herself something Trill. She said, that's an alter ego. I've created a whole persona for her. She's from London. She has a British accent. So Tami ain't really trying to become like the next Cardi B. It's a caricature. It's something she's playing with. she's using her musical background to sort of create this another character for her, like her Bonnet Chronicles and stuff like that. Tami's no dummy. I don't think Tami is in any way, shape, or form fooling herself into thinking she about to go on world tours. But it's something she's playing at, and she's creating this character. So go for it, Tami. Because at first I was like, is Tami serious? But then when she was talking to Malaysia, I was like, okay, she playing with this. She's creating a character so she can continue to expand her repertoire. Ain't mad at you. All right, got Tami out the way. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. This ain't gonna take long. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Oh, let me go on. No, I'll start here. So we have Kristen, Jackie. I mean, not Jackie. Kristen, Jennifer, and Evelyn are having lunch because, of course, they made up now. And nobody gonna be throwing no drinks. Jennifer was like, I don't have to worry about nobody throwing no drink at me, do I? So at the lunch, the whole purpose of this lunch was Kristen saying basically, look, at this point in time, I've been holding on to some TNT in my back pocket, and I'm ready to light the match. I'm ready for this dynamite to boom because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of CC and her manipulation, and OG will not accept the fact that CC is playing her. And so now I'm going to prove to OG that CC is two-faced. Now, here's the problem. I'm gonna wait till we get there. So they talk about what ends up coming out is that CC had been talking Cash Money trash about OG and her looks. Talking said she was ugly and she wears strange clothes and this, that, and the other. Now the context of those text messages go back to last season when Kristen and OG sort of got into it. Kristen was venting to CC, and CC, being her friend, was going back and forth with her, like, yeah, yeah, she ugly. Yeah, she this, she that. That's what we do. That's what, I ain't say we do, but that's what people do. And Kristen's thing was, I get it that it was a year ago, or however long ago, and I get it that the context of it. But at the end of the day, OG needs to understand that Cece wasn't always her ride or die, and she needs to understand that that Cece has some opinions about her that she probably hasn't shared with her. Cece could have got herself out of this. See, people just, and I know we wouldn't have a show if people were smart, but Cece could have got herself out of this, and we're gonna get to that. So Jennifer and Evelyn are all like, okay, so when is it gonna blow? When we gonna put it out there? When we gonna and Kristen was like, oh, don't worry about it. It's gonna come out when it's gonna come out. So then we see Phoebe. Phoebe has a showcase coming up. She's performing. She says it's her first time performing in LA. And she's just really, she's excited, but she's nervous. We see her with her sister and her friend. She said, she doesn't really have a strong support system in LA, but it's really pushed her. The fact that she doesn't, have people readily there has kind of pushed her to say, look, I got to make this work for me. Like, I don't know what the hell Phoebe had on in this scene, but it wasn't no worse than that damn confessional that, look, first of all, I don't know okay, I normally don't get into all this, but it's been on my mind, it's been on my heart. And since this is a slow episode, let me just go and say this real quick. Jennifer, whoever did your hair for your confessionals, you need to fire. I ain't said nothing about that nasty ponytail that you've been wearing, that big ass ponytail that come down and then it looked raggedy like it's fresh. I ain't said nothing about the ponytail. But then this week the hair you had with the little scoop thing here, and then that wasn't cute either. So whoever doing your hair, stop. OG, you always just wrong. You just always wrong. And then your confessional this week with the Princess Leia braids on the side. I was gonna make it my thumbnail, but I don't even want to do that. But the Princess Leia braids on the side, baby, what? Who told? Why you keep? All right, I'm done. So Phoebe is having her showcase, and like I said, she's excited, she's nervous. But she did invite everybody to come. Of course, that's before her and OG got into it. So she's kind of like, I don't really necessarily need OG there. I don't want that energy there. Evelyn calls her while she's at the studio. Evelyn can't come. She's going to be in the Bahamas doing whatever Evelyn's going to be doing in the Bahamas. But she can't come. And but she just giving her a call for support, like just saying, letting her know, look, I got you. So now we have Jackie, OG, and Tami. Jackie's working out, OG's helping her work out, honey, and Tami comes through there, and they get to talking. They recapping what happened in San Diego, and that's when Tami finds out that Jennifer and Evelyn have made up, and Tammy's like, like I really don't understand these breakup to make up relationships, which that's the song that was in my head, break up to make. And I just don't get it. I don't really get these, but okay, she said, but I don't have any interest in making up with Jennifer because Jennifer wanted to rewrite history and throw me under the bus and make it seem like I was crazy or I was a part of it, and I wasn't a part of no setup. I knew what was going on, but I wasn't, and I kept my mouth shut, but I wasn't a part of the setup. So her thing is, I just don't have any interest in it. You know, I just don't have no interest in making up with Jennifer. So then Jackie goes on to talk about what happened between Phoebe and OG. And Jackie was like, look, I ain't say nothing at the time, but I'm just going ahead and keep it 100 with you. Yeah, and Phoebe said she wrote that song about you. Yep. And OG was like, I'm not stupid. I know that. She said, but that's all I wanted her to do. All she had to, well, that was later on that OG was like, all she had to do was admit that, look, at the time I wasn't rocking with you. I wasn't really feeling you. So yeah, I wrote the song about you, but you know what? We Gucci now. Like that would have ended the whole thing. And I agree with OG. Like just own it. Just be like, yeah, I said it. So then they invite Tami to come to the showcase. They were like, look, Evelyn ain't going to be there. So you don't have no excuse not to come. You can bring your daughter because her daughter's going into music and stuff like that. You can bring your daughter, let her meet some folk, so going to be some industry people there, whatever, whatever. So Tami was like, I'm coming, but I ain't really here for the bullshit. So if y'all get to going on that bullshit, I'm deuces. And we know Tami will dip out. She'll throw that church finger up and dip out in a minute. Y'all see I chipped my damn nail today. Pissed me off. I didn't even realize I did it. Anyway. Um so but Tami also kind of got a side eye at Jackie because Tami is like, okay, so Jackie, once again, OG was in a situation and you ain't have her back. And now you coming clean now, like, yeah, I know that Phoebe was lying, but I ain't really say nothing at the time. But now but you left OG hanging. And this one, I a little bit I feel her a little bit more in this situation than I did with that last situation. But even with this one, like, it is like they didn't gang up on OG, but I can kind of see where Tammy's coming from with that one. But Jackie is being a bone collector right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Her and Jennifer. And Jennifer, the last one that need to be collecting bones, because ain't that how your ass got a table thrown at you in Amsterdam last year? But whatever, we gon' we'll get there. So we get to the showcase. Malaysia comes and everything is cool. Until Jennifer gets there. And then once Jennifer gets there, Malaysia ain't got no, she's like, look, I just can't be fake. I have no interest in reconciling with Jennifer. Like, I just do not. And I'm just can't be fake about it. I'm not gonna sit here and smile and laugh and joke with her. Like, I'm just not. In the car over there, that was when OG was like, look, all she had to do was say the song was about me. Wasn't feeling you at the time, but we cool now. And you know what? I don't necessarily disagree. I think that's exactly how Phoebe should have played it. But again, we wouldn't have a show if everybody was mature and handled things like mature women. Whatever. So everybody's there. Everything's cool. OG confronts Phoebe. Phoebe is like, look, I'm not really feeling this right now. She was like, I don't even know why you're here. You don't really like me like that. I don't really rock with you like that. Why are you even here? You messing up my energy. I don't even want you here. Um, OG tries to confront Phoebe again, like, look, I'm told that the song was about me. Jackie told me that the song was about me. Jackie was like, that was the impression I was under. But see, Jackie, what you should see again, you still wiggling a little bit, like, oh well, that was the impression I was under. It ain't the impression you was under. That's what the hell Phoebe said. Phoebe said the song was about her. But so in that interim, Jennifer decides that she wants to interject. Jennifer, you are the last person that needs to interject your 2 cents in anything that's going on. But she does. And she was like, look, OG, I like you. I rocks with you. And I just need to let you know that Cece, because Phoebe was trying to tell her that Cece wasn't her friend. And she was like, she was trying to tell her, Cece is not your friend. She is not who you think she is. So Jennifer going to interject, talk about some, well, I mean, some things I've learned recently that let me know that Cece is not your friend like you think she is. And so they were like, okay, well, what did you find out? What did you hear? And she was like, I mean, I don't have the receipts. Kristen got the receipts. Kristen over on the sideline, like, what? Somebody call my what? How I get in this? But of course, now they presenting the receipts. And at that moment, who come walking in the door? Cece. Now, I do kind of feel bad for Cece because I feel like every time Cece walk in the room, they coming at her. And that's exactly what she said. She said, I feel like every time I walk in the room, I'm being attacked. You are, but that's because you shady as shit. If you wasn't so damn shady, they wouldn't be coming for you like that. But okay, you leave the door open, so we're gonna walk through it. So she gets confronted. So um Kristen asked her, either Kristen asked Cece or OG asked Cece, did you ever say anything about me that, I might need to know about? Cece, no. See, again, now in that moment, what you should have said was, probably, because when somebody asks you that direct of a question, they probably already know the answer. It's like a lawyer. Lawyers never ask questions, or they shouldn't ask questions they don't already have the answer to. So she probably already knew the answer. That's all I'm saying about that. So Kristen shows the text messages. And of course, OG is like, okay, well, it's right here in black and white. So now Cece start backpedaling, BP, backpedaling, pussy popping. I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that. If I said it, I'm sorry, but I just don't remember saying it. And again, all you had to say was, because they asked what was the context. And Kristen was honest about the context of it. All you had to say was, look, I didn't even know you like that back there. Kristen was my girl. Y'all had gotten into it. I had her back. Yeah, I said you was ugly. Yeah, I said you dressed funny. My bad. But over the last year, we got to know each other. I don't feel that way now. And guess what? Whole thing would have been over. We'd have went and listened to Phoebe do her little song, and we'd have had a couple of shots and went home. But no, Cece didn't do that. Instead of Cece just saying, yeah, I said it, or, whatever, now she left. They went to go see Phoebe perform, and she rolls out. So anyway, y'all, that's what went down. So next week we're gonna see. I already saw the previews. I really want to talk about what I saw in the previews, but I will wait till next week because one, editing, it might not be what I think it is, and two, what I'm gonna talk about next week if I talk about it now. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments, please.